Okay, we can see that ayat 48, just now I share with you, that particular day, the day, end of the day, يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلُ الْأَرْضُ غَيْرَ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ وَبَرَزُوا لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. Number that. Ayat 48, chapter 14. The physical changes of Bhumi. يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلُ الْأَرْضُ. One day, the earth will be changed to a different earth. We cannot see anymore this earth anymore. We don't need the earth anymore. That particular day. وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ. And so will be the heavens. وَبَرَزُوا لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. And men will be marshalled forth before Allah, the one, the irresistible. It means there will be كُلُّ مَنْ عَلَيْهَا فَانٍ وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Only Allah will be there, nothing else. Okay. وَتَرَى الْمُجْرِمِينَ. The time you can see هَلْ أَتَاكَ حَدِيثُ الْغَاشِيَةِ. So وَتَرَى, and you will see al-mujrimin, the sinners. يَوْمَئِذٍ, that particular day, مُقَرَّنِينَ فِي الْأَصْفَادِ, bound together in fetters. Sarabiluhum, their garments, min qatran, of liquid pitch. Na'udhu billah. Wa taghsha wujuhahum an-nar, and their faces covered with fire. Na'udhu billah. لِيَجْزِيَ اللَّهُ كُلَّ نَفْسٍ مَا كَسَبَتْ. Why the end of the day we need? Why the mankind need end of the day? Allah's answer. لِيَجْزِيَ اللَّهُ كُلَّ نَفْسٍ مَا كَسَبَتْ. That Allah may requite each soul according to its deserts, means according to its deeds. Allah wanted to give them reward or punishment. That's why Allah created end of the day. Inna Allah sari'ul hisab. And verily Allah is swift in calling to account. Allah will give punishment. Hada balaghun linnas. You see, the belief in the end of the day. Why? This is for, here is a message for mankind. As we are going to study ayat 17 unto the final verse of Surah Al Ghasiyah. Hada balaghun linnas. Here is a message for mankind. وَلْيَنْظُرُوا بِهِ. Let them take warning therefrom. وَلْيَعْلَمُوا. And let them know أَنَّمَا هُوَ إِلَهٌ وَاحِدٌ. That He is no other than one God. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. That is only one Allah. أَشْهَدُ أَنْ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ. No other God. This is the universal monotheistic or tawheedic call to this universe. Okay. أَنَّمَا هُوَ إِلَهٌ وَاحِدٌ. You see, كُلُّ مَنْ عَلَيْهَا فَانٍ وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. We can see among the polytheists many groups. Some polytheists, mushrik, they believe Allah also has power and the deities also has power. I mean, the god and goddess they worship, they believe they also got power. Okay. So they go to their worship, place of worship, for asking protection. And in this universe, the greatest sin ever available exists, that is shirk, which Allah do not like. La zulmun alim. Allah said the greatest oppression, zalim. The greatest zulm is shirk. If anyone make partners to Allah by any means, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not forgive until he does tawbah and return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Okay, so there are people among the polytheists, mushrik, these kinds of people, they believe in that way also. Okay, but that particular day they will call many of the deities' name. No one can rescue them. That time they will know, oh, our deities and statues and the human god all do not have any power to protect us. Okay, that is one answer. This is Innahu wahidun. Who can protect you? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. No, but Allah al-wahid al-qahhar. No one else. And the other intellectual secular people will say, what they will say? Oh, we know how to protect ourselves because we have power, we have knowledge. They also worship their hawa nafsu, Quran says. There are some people, they worship hawa nafsu. وَمَنْ يَتَّخِذَ هَوَاهُ إِلَهًا. Some people, they accepted their own vain desire as their God. They don't need to go to any place of worship to worship the God, They themselves worship, and the God they kept within them. What is the God's name? Desire. Hawa nafsu. Hawahu. Hawa nafsu means the major hawa nafsu is takabbur. Proud and arrogant. Then all other things. I don't want to listen what Quran says. I don't want to listen what Muhammad says. I don't want to listen any scriptures or any revelation. I knew what to do. Like a son after 18 years old or daughter 18 years old say, Mama, I know how to take care of me. Mama, don't need to worry about me. What we can call her? Don't call her anymore daughter. We can call her different name. Because she worship her own vain desire. She doesn't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because Allah say, Prophet say, listen to Papa and Mama. And there are hukum, hijab and etc. example. So, but she or he, son also, questioning by the parents by saying that I know what to do. That I know what to do, we must be very careful. She or he doesn't know anything. That's why the statement coming. So, the same way, 60 years old scientist discovered many discoveries in this universe. He feels, no need to believe in the books and etc. I knew what to do. And he may be proud or arrogant with what he has. That one thing. And those people, they goodbye from religion and deen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and lead a self-based style. Self-based desire. Self-based desire. Oh, I can do that. I can do this. Why not? I don't want to pray subuh tomorrow. It's okay. Who decide? He decide. I don't want to pray Isha today. Who decide? He decide. So he decides what to do, what to do. He never go back to Quran and Sunnah to decide for himself. So he also equal to worship his hawa. So he also a mushrik. Na'udhu billah. He's a mushrik. How we are going to justify this statement? He's a mushrik. Because Allah says in the Quran, whoever worships self-based is also worshipping ilah. Ilah means God. God, what is his God? Self-based desire. So his desire will become his God. Also doing shirk. And other group, who are they? Very clearly Surah Yasin Allah teaching. Alam ahud ilaykum ya bani Adam an la ta'budu shaytan innahu lakum aduwwun mubin fali'buduni hadha siratun mustaqim. How we are going to do tafsir for this ayat? Alam ahud ilaykum ya bani Adam. Allah asking question, did I not do a kind of covenant in between me and you, or my children of Adam? What was the covenant? Allah ta'budu shaitan, to not to worship shaitan. To not to worship shaitan. Fani'buduni, just worship me alone. Hada siratum mustaqim. After you accept me as your God means you accept my revelation as your book of guidance. There are Muslims willing to declare very easily, Allah is my God, Allah is my God, Allah is my God. 24 hours they may say. But at the same time they are not willing to declare, or maybe knowingly, unknowingly, only Allah knows, they are not accepting the decree of Ahkam al-Quran as their predominant, as their way of life. They are also in trouble. So those they are not accepting al-Quran as their imam, leading energy, leader, they also in big trouble in the day of judgment. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaching us that those are not follow me and my messenger, they will be hal ataka hadithul ghasiyah. That is mentioned here. So we must study again many times the tafsir of Alam Ahid Ilaykum Ya Bani Adam Allah Ta'budu Shaitan in Surah Yasin ayat. Very beautiful. Because we never been to any temple of Shaitan. We Muslims never been to any Shaitanic temple to worship Shaitan. But this ayat is teaching us also, Muslims also, how a Muslim can be a fasiq. A Muslim can be a mu'min. A Muslim can be a kafir, na'udhu billah. A Muslim can be a munafiq, na'udhu billah. But he is a Muslim. His papa inserted into his right ear and left ear azan and iqama when he born. And he was accepted as a Muslim by society and himself. And yet, he can break the laws of Al-Quran and Sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam on particular time. That particular time, who is he? He's a fasiq. He's a fasiq. If he happened to die and during that particular time, and he will be resurrected the day of judgment, how? Question mark. If he happened to die in that particular time, fasiq, a man who was a fasiq time, he was not follow hukum Quran. He was not following hukum Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. During that particular time, he happened to die, and he died in that particular situation. So we cannot call him radiyatan mardiya. Ya ayatul nafsul mutmainna irji'i ila rabbika radiyatan mardiya. He is not qualified because he was a fasiq, a sinner, mujrimin, na'udhu billah, mujrim. Even though he was a Muslim, he is a mujrim, sinner. So the Surah Al Ghasiyah actually teaching us very beautiful lesson into our daily life. Where in Surah Ibrahim, Allah teaching us that mujrimin, the greatest jurm, the greatest sin is shirk. And the mushrik also children of Adam alayhi salam. Mushrik also children of Adam alayhi salam. So among the Muslims, even though we are not going to any place of worship other than Islam, but sometimes our own house, na'udhu billah, alfa marrat, our house may become a polytheistic house, na'udhu billah. How? If we decide ourselves certain things without the blessings of Quran and Sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because that is equal that وَمَنْ يَتَّخِذُ, whoever accepted his self-based desire as his God. If Allah and Rasul decree a matter, إِذَا قَالَ اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ, if Allah and His Messenger decree a matter, a subject, a hukum, a matter, for you no khira. Khira means no option, no choosing. No option, whether I do this or I do that. No option, just do that. That's the meaning of Iman. Laysa lakum aw kama qala Allah. You don't have an option whether I want or don't want. No option. That's why in Islam there is no qala salat. Right? There is no qala salat. Salat cannot be qala in Islam. We studied very clearly from our Schola Agamu. What is the hukum of salat? Okay? Muslim, baligh means cukup umur, baligh, matured. Okay? Aqil means common sense, not madman. And free man. Slave, master said don't pray, what he can do? Or master tied him somewhere, he can't pray, right? So these three sharat we take generally. For him, when he can qala salat, there is no opportunity or time that he can qala salat. Qala means miss the time of salat. No, except two. Only two reasons Shara give us. What is that? One, tertidu, accidentally slept off. Not sengaja, bukan purposely slept off. Accidentally slept off. Sleep means beyond his control already. Sleep means beyond his control. So Allah says, I will not punish anyone for something beyond his control. Laysa fid deeni harajun. In my given religion, Islam, Allah say, laysa fi dini, in our deen, harajun, a difficulty. No difficulty at all. If we 30 do happen, accidentally slept off, so then we woke up. For example, this morning, we couldn't wake up, accidentally azan, 10 azan. We have 10 masjid giving azan of a high volume, but it's not entering into our brain. So total slept off, woke up only 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning, so his time of subuh actually when he woke up, that's only. Go immediately to the mawla, wudu, ablution, take wudu and pray first. So no punishment, for him. That is the meaning of Allah in Islam. That is one thing. Second thing, forget. He forgot to pray. It happens. He forget when he remember, that's only remedy. So these two things beyond his control. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawmun. Only Allah no sleep. Only Allah no forgetful. Makhluk all has this weakness. If at any moment it happen, Allah will not punish us. Okay. This we have studied very clearly in our school. From primary school we have studied about this hukum. Is it so we are practicing now? Why it is not so? Because we are not giving importance. Then we are giving importance to what? Hawa nafsu. Na'udhu billah. Reasons are many. Reasons are many. Allah teaching us in the Quran very clearly, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O believers, La tulhikum amwalukum, let your business property divert you. Wala awladakum, and your children or family, parents, anyone, anything. Let not divert you and dhikrillah, from remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is remembering Allah? Aqimis salata li dhikri, establish 5-time prayers for you to remember me. So in the spiritual world there is a balance. So na'udhu billah, knowingly, unknowingly, sometimes we are so weak and in our life mistakes happen. In our weak lifestyle there are mistakes happening. So we know very well that salat, if a man cannot stand and pray, what is the meaning of cannot stand and pray? He is sick man. Even sick also must pray. So how to pray? Sit down and pray. Sitting also cannot, then lying down and pray. Lying also cannot move, then what to do? Move his hands and legs. Hands and legs also cannot move, then his eyes. Sorry, eyes not yet enough. Head only. Head for ruku and sujood. Head also cannot move, then only eyes. Eyes also cannot move. It means inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So until that moment, it means that extent Shara teaching us that you cannot goodbye from salah. That's the meaning of deen. So we must be careful in the chapter of deen. We must be careful in the chapter of deen. How long we are going to be in this world, we do not know. So rest of our life, Ramadan finished already, rest of our life, why not we uphold, strongly to one particular sharat, that I wanted to be a noble servant of my Allah. Rest of my life I wanted to make him happy of my life. This way we struggle. So inshallah, this is what is Allah teaching us for Ibrahim. Okay. Ayat 51. لِيَجْزِيَ اللَّهُ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَا كَسَبَتْ, that Allah may requite each soul according to its deserts, means according to his deeds, whether willing to submit or not submit. Inna Allah sari'ul hisab, Allah verily is swift in calling to account. Hada balaghul linnas, this is a message for the mankind that they should follow, they must follow. Okay, so here we know that one beautiful teaching that Allah says, ayat 50, وَتَغْشَى وُجُوهَهُمُ النَّارِ الْحَتَاكَ حَدِيثُ الْغَاشِيَةِ. Is it? غَاشِيَةَ تَغْشَى. In our tafsir, translation, Yusuf Ali say overwhelming. Overwhelming means covering. So here in this verse Allah says, تَغْشَى وُجُوهَهُمْ, and their faces covered with fire. Na'udhu billah. Mujrimeen, in the day of judgment also, before judgment also, their face will be covered with fire of hell. Na'udhu billah. Just for us to understand, that's why I bring your attention to Surah Ibrahim. Please note that for us to understand it. Surah Ibrahim from 14 to 17. All these verses, please remember, because that what is going to happen the day of judgment, before the day of judgment itself. That is the day of end of the day, Yawmul Qiyamah. So, Hal Ataka, or Prophet Muhammad, or man of Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, has the story reached you of the overwhelming event? So, overwhelming event maqsood here is that particular day, end of the day, the mujrimeen, the kuffar people, those that reject Allah and Rasul in his life, they will be in greatest trouble. No one can protect them. No one can protect them. Even the mushrik, they will try to call their deities and etc. cannot rescue them. Okay, and those rich people, they use their authority or their possession to protect them from the punishment, also cannot. Yawmun, that particular day, la tanfa'na, nothing will be beneficial for you. Malun wa banoon, your property, your children, your family, your popularity, your authority, your knowledge, nothing will be beneficial for you. Illa man ata biqalbin salimin, subhanallah, except the one who appear there or be resurrected biqalbin salimin, with a protected heart, where the nuraniyat Allah, the nurullah, the light of Allah is fixed or deposited in the heart. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. Whoever could purify the soul and plant the light of Allah, nurullah, in their heart, only they will be protected. No one else protected in the day of judgment or even before the judgment. That means Yawmul Qiyamah. That is what is the overwhelming story here. Al Ghasiyah. So wujuhu yawma idin khashi'a. Some faces that day will be humiliated. Khashi'a, humiliated. They will be in greatest worry. Their face are darkened. So in today's tafsir, I already prepared for our jama'ah, beloved jama'ah today here. There are two types of wujuh. The happy face and the opposite of happy, that is unhappy face. So it means the wujuh is very significant in this chapter. Wujuhun yawma idin khashi'a. Wujuhun yawma idin khashi'a. Then you can see here, ayat 8, please come to ayat 8, where Allah said, Wujuhun yawma idin na'ima. So two types of face, right? At first, wujuhu yawma idin khashi'a, some faces that day will be humiliated. Wujuhu yawma idin na'ima, ayat 8, other faces that day will be joyful. What is the importance of face here? What is the importance of face here? The importance of face here, why we go back again to the same ayat, just now we read it. Kullu man alayha fan. Everything will have to face an end in this universe. Surah Al-Rahman. Kullu man alayha fan. Everything will have to face an end. Fan means destruction. Illa, except wajhu rabbik, your Lord's face. You know your Lord's face, what means? Allah don't have a face like we all do, because no comparison, no similarity for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what is the meaning of wujuh for Allah? Wajhullah. Wajhullah means Allah's power. Allah's power, Allah's existence, Allah's zat, which is no comparison, and we cannot compare to anything in this universe. So whoever planted wajhullah, whoever planted al-iman billah in their heart, and their face will be na'ima, subhanallah, joyful. You see, end of there is nothing beneficial way except one thing. وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. only your Lord's power will remain as it is. And if we kept it within our heart, and that heart, subhanallah, the life of that particular person's face also will be joyous or joyful. That is the answer. Khashi'a people, overwhelming people, that is those hearts are darkness. No Nurullah. Allah's Nur is not there. So that is the meaning of Al-Iman Billah. So the definition of Al-Iman Billah will be prevail the day of judgment. Subhanallah. So we have to study today. Okay. Two types of wujuh. Here I bring few verses from Quran Al-Kareem for us to understand. In Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala distinguished or differentiated wujuh in different ways. Wujuh, faces. So, khashi'a, difficult face, humiliated face, and a joyful face. Now we have a question to ask ourselves. We go back to one Quranic wisdom approach. An occasion, Yahudi, Jews, they answer Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad, you don't invite us to accept your new religion because we are the beloveds of Allah. Allah loves us. Allah loves us. And they wanted to use two words in the Quran. Allah mentioned two words, how they use it. They say, Nahnu abna'ullah. We are the children of Allah. Wa nahnu ahibba, and we are the beloveds of Allah. So why are you threatening us that we will go to hell if we didn't accept your new religion? This way, they question Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa sallam. How are we going to answer them? Nabi kept silent until Jibril have to bring down the wahyu from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jibril said, Muhammad, never mind, you ask them one question. Qul, just ask them one thing. You said truth? You are the children of Allah? For the chapter of beloveds, not as biological children. Beloveds of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even better than the children of Allah. So Allah will not punish us in the hereafter life. Nothing to worry. This is the belief the Jewish people, the Jews, the time, they questioned Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And also they mentioned, Nahnu ahibba, we are the beloveds of Allah. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam Allah told Nabi to ask them, okay, agree. If you really believe so, then we are asking you for one thing. What is that? The question is very beautiful. Inshallah, we must take an i'tibar, a lesson from this. That verse is not revealed to us as a question for the Muslims, but revealed to the Jewish people, and yet its message is general for all the mankind in this universe. What is the general message? Atamannaw al-maut. If you believe and argue that you are the children of Allah and the beloveds of Allah, then you are ready for dying. Tonight. Are you willing to die? So they all run away. None of them wanted to die. Why? Because they knew that they are the gangsters on earth at the time. They did all kinds of gangsterism. They did a lot of sin, and they keeping the record of sin in their life. So they don't want to die because they are scared to die. But they are proud to say we are the children of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is a very psychological question in Quran. And this question only can be answered by whom? If we are asked tonight, are you willing to die today? Oh my God, how we are going to answer? Forget about dunya affair, We think about akhirat. Are we willing to die? Now dunya affair we put aside. Are we willing to die? What will happen to me in my grave? Allah, I did that. Allah, I did this. Allah, I do that. Allah, I didn't do tawbah for that. Allah, I have done that. Allah, I broken that, Allah, I broke this, Allah. Lot of things, subhanallah. So that man doesn't want to die, fear of dying, frightened to die, takut to die. Why? Because he still not purified his soul. The one who purifies the soul, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan maradiya. He is rela to die. Who is rela to die? His heart is innocent as pure. If there is any single atomic sin still there, Allah's rahmah,